I'm Jennifer Angel. This is your horoscope overview for the month of July, Sagittarius. Okay, let's start right opposite your sign, which is your solar seventh house, all to do with relationships and particularly intimate relationships. Now, Venus is still there for part of the month. It's going to move out of this position on the 18th. Now, Venus being the planet of love and money, right there in your area of relationships, and it does have early in the month on the 7th a sextile with Uranus. Now, Uranus is in your 5th house. This is another area of your chart where love affairs can commence. Or develop. So there's quite a lot happening to do with romance and intimacy this week, and certainly to do with sexual affairs as well. So you've got a lot of activity going on in your 8th house. I'm going to cover that in a moment. Can be the area of boardroom or bedroom activity, okay? So, and it's all good news. There's a lot of movement in your chart this month, so we're going to go through it. Now, Mercury is also in your solar 7th house. It has just come out of its retrograde transit. It's retrograde for pretty well all of June, so it felt like, but it comes out of that and goes direct on the 1st. Now, for the first week, it's in what's called the storm period, and that says it all. So it's still disruptive in this first week of the month. So the storm period is when a retrograde planet goes in or out of the retrograde, so either side of going in or out of retrograde. So it's still disruptive, as I said. So you want to just make sure, particularly as it's in your solar 7th house, area of relationships up until the 13th, for the first couple of weeks, for the first week, if you're planning on having a heart-to-heart with someone, you want to be a little bit diplomatic. As a Sagittarius, then one of your greatest assets is your honesty, but sometimes you can be a little bit brutally honest. And really, a Sagittarian, Sagittarius, to tell the truth, that brutally honest, part of you is really not for the other person. It's because you don't feel comfortable with holding that secret or that little bit of news. Okay, so that's all good, but just be aware that certainly that first week of the month, if you don't sort of take steps to be a little more diplomatic, then it can come out all wrong, okay? And that can cause misunderstandings, upsets, mix-ups, all that goes on in Mercury retrograde. Okay, so mid-month on the 13th, Mercury, and on the 19th, Venus, both going to move into the next sign. So for you, this is like your second, this is the boardroom, bedroom sort of energy, but let's focus on the boardroom and partnerships. This is like partnerships around money can take place in this area of your chart. Now, Jupiter has been in there for a year now, so certainly over the last year, partnerships could have formed, and right now Jupiter's going to move out mid-month, but you still have the Sun here for until the 23rd, and as I said, Venus and Mercury are going to move in. So what does this mean in real terms? Connections can be made, things can come to a head this month, particularly early in the month when we have a opposition between the Sun and Pluto. So Pluto is sitting in your solar 2nd house. This is your what I would call your first money area of your chart, where your earnings are directly relative to the effort that you put in. Now, there's a full moon on the 12th in this area, so things can get a little bit of a shake-up, but that's all good news, because a shake-up just allows you to make changes, brings things to a head. It can tell you what you need to do next in many ways, because it's going to force some issues. Certainly in that partnership area, if things are not going to the speed that you want, then, with right at the start of the month there, with that Sun-Pluto opposition, very powerful aspect. It can certainly get things moving, okay? Can be a little bit confronting, but as I said, it can certainly get them moving. Now, the big thing that's happening this month is Jupiter is going to finish its transit through the sign of Cancer and move into Leo. Now, for you, it's going to move into your solar ninth house. That's a position in the solar chart that Sagittarius takes up, rules. So this is a positive move for you. It's going to bring along new areas of study. If you're moving into a new area of work, you can pick up some knowledge. It's going to allow you to delve deeper into learning areas of spirituality, religion, philosophy, and just be able to put the time aside for that self-learning, that self-development that perhaps you haven't had before. Also, travel is going to be very much in your star chart over this next 13-month period, and particularly travel abroad, or you could be doing business with people, foreign affairs, you know, people that don't live, and of course don't live locally. And of course with the internet these days, well, you know, you could be doing business from any corner of the world to the opposite corner of the world and doing it in your pajamas. So you know, this is very, very positive. Now also in this position, this is your solar ninth house, all to do with learning, international travel, foreign affairs. It's a new moon on the 26th, so this, like, Jupiter moves in there on the 16th. It's almost like it just settles in. The sun's going to move into there on the 23rd, on the 26th. It's like, wham, this is a whole new start, whole new cycle that you're coming into. So things are going to sort themselves out this month. Whereas last month, it was more like, what's going on? It's, you know, there's a certain, like, a stagnant energy, particularly with Mercury retrograde. It was a great time last month to do research, get things into place. This month is a better time to put them into action and put them into place, okay? And as I said, a lot of things are going to start to fall into place and work out. There will be some confronting energies and time, but you know, that's life, and sometimes we just simply need that confrontation just to get unstuck and break through. And you know, so there's a benefit of that as well. There's a plus and minus to everything, there really is. So you've got to always look at the silver lining, and you don't have any trouble doing that. You're ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter, you know, is your ruling planet, so it does help you keep that optimistic outlook. So this is, you know, great news for you. Whenever Jupiter makes a move, it's going to be beneficial to you, no matter where it is. But certainly this move, moving into the your solar ninth house, it's like you're in tune with that energy. Okay, so all good stuff. I hope something fabulous happens for you, and thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you next month. Don't forget to check out the daily overviews as well. Bye for now.